Hey guys, Colby here. Welcome back to another Watchers video. Guys, we have a big 10x coming in this weekend. That's why I wanted to make the video for today. Kai and Vierna are coming in through a 10x. 10x on Vierna is just something we had in the past, but Kai is a brand new hero added into the game. I also went ahead and added him on the website. If you go to wordcodex.com, you will find it. I have links down in the description, guys, for the site. We do have lots of articles on the game. Those will be added hopefully every day. We'll try to get it into a habit to add articles about everything Watcher of Realms related, right? We have all the heroes that are currently in the global version of the game, not the Forerunner. So we don't have the Forerunner heroes, and every single one of them is also on the tier list. We have our own tier list, which rates heroes from 1 to 10, 1 basically being useless and 10 being basically the maximum value, with the overall value of Elohim being at the top. So where does Kai stand? At a 6.4 overall. When I saw his skills, I was trying to rate them based not on my experience with playing him. I will change it once I test him out on the test server, but based on what I look at the skills, and he doesn't look to be that amazing. Maybe for gear rate 3 on the left hand side, you can place him since he does have multiple AoE skills. He does have a snare mechanic. I'm not sure exactly how that works for gear rate 3, but does not look all that promising in terms of all the other areas in the game, just because of how slow his attack speed is, and comparing him to other alternatives you can do for the left hand side of gear A3. Okay, so Kai, pretty cool. We added all his skills. We have his tags in there as well. So if you go here to the hero page and you want to search for something such as burn, all right, all the heroes that have burning in their skills, you can see them right here. That is all the heroes currently in the game that do have a burning, not in their specific tag within the game, but burning in their skills. So they can apply burning, like Zilitu does apply burning. Or if you want to see all the heroes that have bleed, the same way we added bleed heroes in there. Bleed does not necessarily have to be, let me remove burning actually. Now that I'm here, let me remove burning so we filter it correctly. So look at that. Can switch to the gallery. These are the 6 champions that have bleed currently in the game. Some of them have it through awakenings. We will add the awakenings also on the page soon enough, but for now we can only see the skills, right? The awakenings, we have them, but we're working on them just so everything fits in nicely together how the page looks on right now. So what will come on this 10x is Kai. Okay, we'll have a look at him in the end of the video. But I wanted to say something about Vierna. I'm going to go for this 10x about Vierna. For Vierna, before they start adding more and more heroes to the game. Vierna has a very cool execution skill on her ultimate ability. This allows her to execute targets when they're under 35% health. That is very good to have. I don't have it yet, so hopefully I'll be able to pick her up through the 10x. In terms of pity, I'm close to it, I think. I'll check in just a second. I'll show you guys my pity tracker. And she also has a bond skill with Silas. Okay, she's got interesting awakenings, but I'm not hunting for extra copies for awakenings ever. If an awakening comes for a champion I have, for a hero I have, it's welcome, but for now I don't need it, right? So with that being said, the execution fits perfectly to what I'm looking for. And right now I think I'm at how many summons? I think 3884 summons. And if we check on the website, we can go to the pity tracker. I keep track here. 3884. So I place it there. I am 89 pulls from pity, so that's not that bad. Although I don't have any gems, don't have any summons saved up. I will be saving them for the weekend. I've got 5 days left, so anything I can acquire will be going into the stockpile. Okay, so 3884, 109 maybe for the guaranteed. We'll see how that goes. And in terms of legendaries, yeah, I don't have any divine saved up, so that doesn't really matter. We will also have a 2x, but that 2x doesn't really affect us because it will be a different banner. Okay, so there's no other announcements made at the moment, but they did mention that they might introduce the new faction. I know it has been introduced on the Forerunner server, but I don't think they'll introduce it that quickly to the normal servers, but we'll see. I don't know. It's on the developers. They choose the course of action with every patch, so it will be interesting when the time comes. So let's have a look at Kai. before we close it off. I do have him on the site, but I want to show him here so you guys can see the model as well. He looks great and all. He looks big and menacing, but yeah, his talent is basically every 15 seconds the next basic attack applies a worm snare, which basically immobilizes targets and does some AoE damage. So that's pretty cool. The snare lasts at most 30 seconds, deals 25% extra damage to enemies inflicted with immobilize. All right, I think you immobilize with the ultimate or something. Attacks up to 5 units, and then the ultimate launches like a cluster projectile at multiple enemies, dealing 350% AoE damage up to 8 nearby enemies, and then splits into 3 small bombs. The small bombs do another 100% damage, so 450 damage. And then the cluster projectile can trigger every worm snare within the blast radius in advance. So it's pretty cool, but I can't see a usage for this other than Gear Raid 3, where there's so many targets. Maybe Gear Raid 1, but I'm not sure how marksmen do in Gear Raid 1, comparing them to mages, of course. Doomsday Cluster has a 20% chance of an immediate second cast being ready after each cast. That's cool. And a port triggering worm snare increases crit rate by 20% and crit damage by 40%. This is very nice for first starting out. Brand new accounts, getting a hero that gets an 20% boost to his crit rate and up to 60% crit damage seems very nice. Okay, his awakenings are okay, but very, very hard to get. That he does get stuff like defense reduction from the worm snare, which is very strong. 20% reduction in defense, very, very strong. But you need multiple awakenings for that, which I doubt people will go for. So overall, looks like a very interesting hero on his own, but will be unfortunate for me if I do manage to pick him up. I'm done with Gear Raid 3, so I'm looking for Vierna. She's gonna be, I think, MVP for Gear Raid 1, although personally I haven't tried Gear Raid 1 to push it at all. What I'm doing right now, guys, is stamina accumulation, right? I'm just saving up a lot of stamina and just waiting for some big event. Maybe for Christmas they might do something. So I have 120 of these. That translates to what, 20,000 energy. I know that's not a lot, but for me it's gonna help if they do some kind of big event. If not, I'll eventually start spending it to get better gear when proper events come. But for now, I'm just picking it up from the black market at a discount, so I don't buy energy at the normal price whenever I'm looking to farm something. But I do try to complete events, right? I did this one, like I'm doing my daily logins. I'm doing this, the Thanksgiving market. I didn't make a video on this on recommended purchases because I found that this was very, very obvious to go for the crystal and then the summons, and basically after that it's your own choice. But for these, maybe I'll be able to pick up some good chunk of gold out of this by the end of it. Corridor of Glory, guys, do this every time this pops up with the crystals in the end. Do it. It's the easiest way to acquire legendary crystals, I think. Anyway, guys, this was the video on the new 10x banner that is coming, Kai and Vierna. I'll try to test both if I do have the time, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.